Everybody, here again here with a new topic today. The topic for today is actually very interesting. You must see that a lot of guys are confused in the grammatical functions whenever they're using to. In their daily life, they use have to, need to, ought to, should, must, like that. But they don't know where to use it. They don't know the perfect situation and condition to use those words. So we are here to tell you about the five paragraphs we have here, and we're gonna tell about what the difference between both of them because they are used in the same conditions of the sentence. It's like few, less, or a lot, or than that. So these are sounding the same, but they are used in different situations and conditions.
Hey everybody, how's it going today? I hope that everything is going great today. Okay, so let's get in the video and see that what are the common mistakes that are always just made by the people in grammar. Okay, so I'm just gonna start the video. Okay, so first let me tell you that what are those two words that I'm just gonna tell you today, and those are then and then. I know that these are actually sounding same, but there is a very little difference in them, and that is also spelling and also
the meaning,
the meaning, and or I can say the use is also different of both of them. Okay, so then, THAN is actually used for comparing whenever we are just comparing something, then we use it. And I'm sure that you must have heard about degrees, that it is also one of the famous word of degrees.
Whenever there are 2 degrees, there are 2 things being compared, we use that. You know that.
THAN. Always remember that. Okay, so I think that I also need to tell one example, and that is, I like the red t-shirt more than the blue one. And about then, THEN is actually a preposition of time, which is just used whenever in the common sentences, I can say. And it could be like, I can say, I went to the zoo, and after that I met my friends, or then I met my parents.
It can be parents, married, whatever.
Yeah, whatever that is. Do you know what? You can use it in many different sentences. So
it's very often. So
yeah.
The next thing is about the 2 paragraphs that are coming next are about a lot of and a lot of. A lot. Well, there's just a very little difference. You know that you must be seeing just remove off, so it would be a lot. But there is a difference. A lot of is used for more quantities. If you are saying a higher quantity of something, measure, degree, something like that. So that's where we are going to use a lot of. As you can say that there is a lot of salt in my soup. So this is something we are going to tell about a degree or the measure of the salt in the soup. So this is a lot of. Next thing, let's move to the next one, a lot. It is very different from that one. It is used for the often or usual things happening. As you are fond of something or you do it usually, maybe as your daily routine, so that's where it is used. It's about, you can say that she likes cricket a lot. So this is something you do usually or you like it usually.
Okay, so the next thing is much and more. And I'm sure that you must have heard it a lot of times, and I'm sure that you must have also used it. Okay, so now I'm actually just gonna tell the difference between both of them. What is the difference? Okay, so much or more. I don't know that from where to start. Okay, so let me just take more. More is just used for countable nouns. And about much. Much is just used for uncountable nouns, like I can say milk. Okay, so let me just tell you some of the examples. Do we need more packet of chips?
We do not need.
Yeah, we don't need that. And about much. Do we need much milk in our tea? Maybe that we do that.
We're not drinking tea anymore, so.
I always just drink milk in my daily life in the morning time.
We want tea, but you know what? My mother doesn't give us. Well, I think it's the 3rd one. I don't know, but I think so. Maybe the 4th one.
Well, we always just forget that what is the line. Like
which
what
one is
this?
it?
S number.
Okay, so the next one is have to and need to. Need to is something you can understand by the name. I mean, the meaning. Need to and have to. Have to is compulsory. You're saying to someone that you have to do it. It means you're forcing the person. But if you're saying you need to, but it's for the good of the person, you need to do it. Like as if you want to say some examples about have to, then you can say that I have to attend my cousin's wedding. You have to do that. It's not because you want that, but it's because of your relationship with your cousin. Next is need to. You do not need to touch my diary. What? If he or she is gonna touch the diary, what's gonna happen? What? She's gonna be angry. What else? So must is for 100%.
She is just not gonna kill you for her diary.
So must is for 100% use. You can say that have to is less than must, but it's also very important. It's about 80%, and have to is you can say half person, 50% or 60%, whatever you want.
Okay, so the next thing is very common and also very difficult to use. Okay, so let me just tell you about me that I didn't know that before. I just got to know it later when I asked someone that how to use that thing. Okay, so now I'm just gonna share it with you, and that is ought to and should. And I'm sure that most of you guys are also confused in that what is the difference between both of them, and that is ought to is just used for a very compulsory thing. Like I can say a duty, a law, or obligation, practice, like these things, ought to is used. Okay, so let me just give you an example, and that is you ought to follow the laws, or I can say you ought to respect your elders, and about should. Should is not a very big thing. Okay, so
it's just for giving an advice.
A suggestion or an advice. It is just used for both of those things, and I can say the ought to is also used for an advice. But after all, ought to, you will have to do that. It is very compulsory.
You can say it's like have to.
Yeah, you can say like that.
But it's about a practice, obligation, or duty.
And about should, let me also give a sentence that I should go to the party next week.
Well, it can be. If you don't want to go, then it's our choice.
It is our choice that I go or not there.
Well, guys, these were the 5 words in the grammatical portion that everyone is confused of. So if you like our videos, just comment. I don't want any subscribe, any like, but I want the comments.
We don't want that.
I want the comment because I love reading the comments on different posts, and it's my own video, so it's obvious for me to love the comments. So that's what I like, and bye everyone, see you.